In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a big, sturdy tomato cage that will last you forever. So this is a cage I've already kind of bent, and I'm going to show you how I do that. But basically, it's two pieces of a bent cattle panel, and they'll inset together, and then you can basically just zip tie them. Tomato plant will come up through here. The nice thing about this, unlike fencing, we've got big enough space where we can reach in, harvest, or prune the plant if we need to. So in order to make these, it's really simple. We just need three different things. We need a cattle panel, of course. This one is about 7.5 feet long. And then just a scrap piece of wood. I've got a 2x4 here. And then something to cut the cattle panel. And so I'm just using bolt cutters. That seems to be the easiest thing. So I've got this about 7.5 foot panel. And I'm going to cut that in half to make a cage that's 3.5 or so feet tall. There's a little bit more than that. It's maybe about 4 feet tall. If you look down here, what you can see is this cattle panel has 12 total of these rectangles. And there's 6 on either side here. And the exact middle is right here along this vertical support. And what I'm going to do, and this is important, is I'm going to cut on either side of this, and what that's going to do is it's going to leave a little stake that's going to be pointing down, and I'll show you that over here on this one. Basically, that's what's going to have the stake down here that you can put in the ground. So let's go ahead and cut this one, and I'll show you just how easy it is. So I'm just going to cut, like I said, on either side of this. So if we look right here, I'm going to cut on that side, but also on this side. And this is the one that's exactly in the middle. And I'm just going to go down and do that along the whole thing. All right, now that I've cut those, you can see I've got basically two mirror images of each other here. And now I just need to bend these. So let's just focus on one of these here. And this is where the board also comes into play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the approximate middle here. And so that's right about this vertical support. And if you look in closely, you can see the way it's attached. We've got this coming on my side and then this part coming on the other side. And so when I bend this, it's nice to have the bent part on the outside, otherwise you can get separation at that bond. So I'm going to put this board here, and so if we kind of look back, the board is lined up just right behind this middle one here. I'm going to stand on this just to give some support, and then I'm just going to pull this way and then bend it to a 90 degree. And you probably just need to go back and forth a little bit here. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but that's about 90 there. And there's half the cage. I'll get that out of the way of the camera. And then we're just going to do the exact same thing on this side. Remember, we're going to put this here. We'll stand on it and then bend it around the 2x4. Good. So now we've got the two sides, and the way you set it up, they're basically just going to go together like this. Nice and big, super sturdy to hold your tomatoes. And then what you'll do is just kind of like right here, if we zoom in right there, we can just either use some wire or some zip ties to attach the two sides that come together. And I'll bring you into the garden here in just a second and show you some that I've already set up. Few advantages of these. One, just how sturdy they are. They're galvanized, they'll last forever. They're super strong. And then also at the end of the season, if you normally kind of break down your garden, what's really nice in comparison to circular ones is you can basically take all these and they all kind of stack together. And so you can kind of tuck them into a back corner of the garden, and you could have 100 of these and they won't take up that much space. I'll bring you in really quick and just show you some that are already set up. This one here is obviously taller than the other ones that we just made. And this one, I had a 16-foot panel that I cut in half rather than that 7-8 foot panel. And so you can see just how much bigger it is. For things like cherry tomatoes, it's nice to have a really big cage because they just get huge. Here's a few of them I just built, and they're surrounding some tomato plants that were just planted a couple weeks ago. I found that these kind of somewhat shorter ones work really well for semi-determinate type plants, ones that don't just vine and vine and vine forever. This one's a beefy red, and so it's a semi-determinate plant. Really, it'll probably get about this tall, and so I don't really have to do much in the way of pruning or maintaining it. It'll just kind of put the branches over this cage and it will support it. There's obviously much more complicated ways to support tomatoes, and I know I promised we'd get to this one. I do have footage of it. It's just a lot harder to come up with the video of it, but I wanted to show you one that was just nice and simple. So these cages, I have them all over my garden. They are great. As far as cost, they are a little bit more expensive than those flimsy, crappy tomato cages you can buy, because I believe the panel that I cut, that you watched me cut, I think was $16 or $17. So that's the cost of one whole one of these. But they will really last forever. I mean, these are never going to break or have any issues, where I literally have a pile of the other ones that are in various states of repair. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Happy gardening, everyone.